Hey guys, we have free online textbook. Just click the link on the description below and you can access our vocabulary list, exercises, and listen to Japanese people speaking Japanese words and sentences to help you learn Japanese fast and easily. It's free. Ban-san, それは何ですか?
これは元気茶です。調子が悪い時飲みます。
そうですか。
これを飲むと元気になります。
それはすごいですね。私も飲みたいですね。Hi guys! お元気ですか? Welcome to Lesson 23 Grammar Explanation and make sure to watch the Lesson 23 vocabulary video so that you will understand the words that we will use for today's lesson. では、始めましょう。So these are our topics for today. Let's start from grammar point number 1. The verb nai, i-adjective, na-adjective, and the noun no plus toki. So toki is used to connect two sentences while expressing a time or occasion when the state or action described in the main sentence exists or occurs. So the form of the word preceding toki is the same as the form that modifies a noun. So because toki is also a noun, so the word before toki must be in plain form, just like modifying a noun. So in this example, so remember that toki will be translated as when or if or when this happens. So example number 1, Toshokan de hon o kareru toki kaado ga irimasu. So the first clause is Toshokan de hon o kareru toki. So this is from the sentence Toshokan de hon o karimasu. So karimasu means to borrow. Hon o karimasu, to borrow a book. Toshokan de hon o karimasu, to borrow a book at the library. So when this happen, when you are borrowing a book at the library, so you will add toki. So karimasu plus toki. To combine karimasu and toki, the karimasu should be in plain form. So kareru toki. When borrowing a book from the library. Then the next clause or the main clause is kaado ga irimasu. Kaado. And the verb irimasu means need. So kaado ga irimasu, you need a card. You need a card when borrowing a book from the library. Example sentence number 2. Tsukai kata ga wakaranai toki, watashi ni kiite kudasai. So the first clause, tsukai kata ga wakaranai toki. So this is from the sentence, tsukai kata ga wakarimasen. So the verb wakarimasen means I don't understand or you don't understand. Tsukai kata, how to use. Tsukai kata ga wakaranai, wakarimasen, wakaranai toki. When or if you don't know how to use it, watashi ni kiite kudasai, please ask me. Example sentence number 3. Karada no choushi ga warui toki, genki cha o nomimasu. So the first clause was from the sentence, Karada no choushi ga warui desu. I don't feel good or you don't feel good. Warui toki, when. So remove des to make the warui des a plain form. So warui is an i-adjective. The plain form of i-adjective, just remove des. So warui plus toki. When you don't feel good. Choushi ga warui. Karada no choushi means feeling. Karada no choushi ga warui toki, genki cha o nomimasu. I drink the genki cha. So next example. Hima na toki, uchi e asobi ni kimasen ka? So the first clause is hima na toki, from hima desu, hima desu. So the word hima is an adjective. From hima desu means I'm free or free time. Now to combine toki and the hima, just use the na, hima na toki. So because hima is an adjective, hima na toki. When I'm free or when you're free, uchi e asobi ni kimasen ka? So inviting someone. Asobi ni kimasen ka? would you come and visit me, Uchie, at my house? And the next example is Tsumaga byoki no toki, kaisha o yasumimasu. So from the sentence Tsumaga byoki desu, my wife is sick. So byoki is a noun plus toki, we will use no because noun, no, noun. Tsumaga byoki no toki, when my wife is sick or if my wife is sick. Kaisha o yasumimasu. So kaisha o yasumimasu means to take off from work. So I take time off when my wife is sick. Example number 6, wakai toki amari benkyou shimasen deshita. So wakai toki from wakai desu. Wakai desu. Wakai means young. So wakai toki, at the time or when I was young, wakai toki, amari benkyou shimasen deshita. So amari partner with a negative adjective, benkyou shimasen, and deshita because it's in the past. Amari benkyou shimasen deshita. I did not study very much when I was young, wakai toki. Grammar point number 2, the verb toki and the verb ta toki. So when the verb in front of toki is in the dictionary form, whatever happens or whatever is described in the main clause happened before whatever is described in before toki. So when the verb in front of toki is in ta form, the whatever is described in the main clause happened after what is described in the verb ta toki. So for example, these two sentences, the pare ikutoki and pare itatoki. So the example number 7 is pare ikutoki when going to Paris. So iku means ikimasu, ikimasu means to go. When going to Paris, kabang o kaimashita, I bought a bag. And the example number 8 is pare itta toki. So itta from ikimashita, past tense. When I went, so already in Paris. Kabang o kaimashita, I bought a bag. So the difference between the two, the example number 7 is when going, so when going to Paris. And the example number 8 is when I went to Paris, so when I'm already in Paris. Itta toki. So kabang o kaimashita. The example number 7, I bought a bag when going to Paris. And example number 8, I bought a bag when I was in Paris or when I went to Paris. So the example number 7 means that the bag was bought before arriving in Paris. So on the way to Paris, I bought a bag. And example number 8 means that the bag was bought after arriving in Paris. So itta toki, when I went to Paris. After arriving in Paris, I bought a bag. So that's the difference between verb ru toki and the verb ta toki. Grammar point number 3, the verb to main clause. So this sentence pattern is used to indicate that a certain action, or if a certain action or situation phenomenon occurs, then another action or situation or phenomenon will occur inevitably. So it will happen inevitably. It means that automatically when this happens, this will also happen. So example number 9, kono botan o uso to. So for example, this is a button. Kono botan o uso to. If you press here, utsuri ga dimasu. Utsuri means change. The change will come out. So automatically, inevitably, if you press here, the change will come out. From the verb oshimasu. Kono botan o oshimasu. Press this button. Example number 10, kore o mawasu to oto ga okiku narimasu. Kore o mawasu to oto ga okiku narimasu. So from the sentence kore o mawashimasu. So for example, kore. So this kore o mawashimasu, to turn this. Mawasu to, if you turn this, automatically an effect will occur. So something will happen. So if you turn this, the sound gets louder. Oto ga ukiko narimasu. Example number 7. Migi e magaru to yubin kyoko ga arimasu. So from the sentence migi e magarimasu, to turn to the right. Then migi e magaru to, if you turn to the right, inevitably there is the post office. So you can also use the sentence pattern when giving instruction to someone. So if you turn to the right, there is the post office. Grammar point number 4, the noun ga adjective. So it was explained in lesson 14 that the particle ga is used when describing a phenomenon in terms of how it was perceived with the 5 senses like sight, hearing, touching, etc., or when objectively reporting an event. The particle ga can be used not only with the verb sentences but also with adjective sentences. So in this example, oto ga chisai desu. Oto ga chisai desu. The volume is low. So describing a phenomenon in terms on how it was perceived. So using the one of the 5 senses. Oto is sound. So using your hearing, we will use the particle ga. So we are not describing the sound, that the sound is low, but we are describing a phenomenon. That when you observe that, oh, the volume is low, oto ga chisai desu, use the particle ga. So not the particle wa. The particle ga is also used with verbs like the verb furimasu. So when we say it is raining, we will say ame ga futte imasu. Ame ga futte imasu. So this is objectively reporting an event. So what was happening around. Grammar point number 5. The noun o, motion verb. So the particle o is used with motion verbs such as sangposhimasu, watarimasu, and arokimasu to indicate that the place that people or things pass through. So for example, koen o sangposhimasu. So the verb is sangposhimasu, to take a walk. Take a walk. And the word koen, park, is marked with the particle o, koen o, because this is to indicate that the place, the koen, people will pass through. So if this is a park, koen particle o, because you will pass through the park. So we will use the particle o. So we cannot use the particle ni because we will not stay at the park. We will not use the particle de because the koen is not a place of action. We will just pass through the koen. So we will use the particle o. Next example, michi o watarimasu. Michi o watarimasu. The verb watarimasu means to cross over. So from the verb itself, it means that you will pass the michi, the road, pass through. So we will not stay on the road, and the road is not a place of action, but we will pass through the road. So we will use the particle o. Next, kosaten o migi e magarimasu. Kosaten o migi e magarimasu. So the migi e magarimasu, migi means right, particle e because we're going to the right. Magarimasu means to turn. So migi e magarimasu. Now the kosaten or the intersection is marked with the particle o because we will not stay at the intersection, and the intersection is not a place of action. We will just pass through the intersection. Then migi e, to the right. Magarimasu, turn. So that's all for today, guys. Make sure to visit manabotextbook.com so you can access our free exercises and example sentences about today's lesson. We also included lecture videos to make it easier for you to understand the contents of our online textbook. Minasan, kyo no lesson wa ikaga deshita ka? I hope you learned a lot in today's lesson. If you have questions, you can leave a comment below, and also you can follow me on my Instagram account. Please subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our future lessons. Dewa, mata ne. Bye-bye.